Hey guys, Jagus here. This is Jagus Reviews. Alright, so I had a special request to do the Zealot S98, that's on the left, versus the Sony Xg500, that's on the right. Now, Sony does have a new version of this. It is the Ultfield 7. I am eventually going to get it, but I don't have it yet. Anyways, we're going to put these up against each other real quick. So the Zealot right now is about $220 on Amazon, $35 off coupon, bringing it down to like, I think $185 is what that would be. The Sony Xg500 are like $350 or something like that on Amazon. Don't buy them on Amazon. If this is a speaker that you want to get, you can find one on eBay. Yes, used, but used is really pretty much fine. But you can find them all the way down to like 80 bucks on eBay. I've seen them go for 125, and some of them are like, I think there might be some new ones for around 200. So very comparable price. Go to eBay if you want the Sony. Zealot, I use Amazon, but you can get it off Temu or any of those other sites like that. So we're going to start them off at about 50%. And then we will up it to about 70% and then to about 100%. This is just going to be a quick comparison because I know that Sony's not a brand new speaker and I don't have the new one out yet. But let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's go. Start with Zealot.
I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that.
Sony.
But you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, if you
both good bass.
Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Now I can't relate, but you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, what the be wrong with y'all? Oh my.
Zealot.
And I ain't just called a stall. I'm really trying to knock down all you walls. These talk tough, but when it comes time, they call the law. And I really do rock with me, so tell me why I need y'all applause. Good God, y'all lame as better stick to your lane as well. Look like you made it fail, and never could let no shade prevail. And I feel too blessed today. I just got paid like yesterday.
Sony.
Got food around, so baby girl, put your away. Like, if you broke, just say that. Ay, ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that.
Zealot.
Can't relate.
Let's take them up to about 65, 70%.
I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that.
Oh yeah.
No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that.
XG.
But you should know that we don't play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, what that be on your mind? Hating on me like all the time. Look, you lame as think about me, get on your grind. Them boys too internet. Talk too tough, ain't being a threat. Good pack cigarette. Can't see me, my silhouette. You weak, you jives. Phone too dry, no clients.
Zealot.
I thrive, I'm live and well. Sold out show, I'm live as well. Smoked out, been. Can't find me, just find the smell. Invest, not buy and sell. Claim they rich, bet time I tell. Like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. No, we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you
Sony.
play that. So now I can't debate. I'm like, if you broke, just say that. Ain't no need to hate. You should know that I don't play that. Now we can't debate. I'm like, if you lame, just say that. Nah, I can't relate, but you should know that we don't.
Zealot.
So now I can't debate.
Alright guys, let's do some top speed. Little hip-hoppy. On the Zealot, let's take it up. 75%. Sony.
Wake up, go down. I'm pretty god like a nun. I'm put that on my. I'm put that
dad or my son. On go like 3, 2, 1. Don't smoke, I need my lungs. I stack and feed my funds. I'ma do this, have fun. Ayy.
Zealot.
Ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up.
Go to 80%.
Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Do you, I do me.
Sony.
I'ma do this for my seeds. Why your hair is thing bling? You heard top speed, that's me. You heard that it up, that's me.
90%.
You heard way up, that's me. I'm a soundtrack, ayy. I'm blasted, ayy. Don't matter, ayy. Can't match it, ayy. We're faster, ayy. Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up.
Zealot.
Speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Speed it up, 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 speed it up. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy. Go faster, ayy.
Sony. Alright guys, let's take them up to full blast. Let's try some R&B just to see what these are capable of at 100%. Starting with the Sony.
I don't wanna be crazy no more. Every time I think you're gonna walk out of my door, I start to jump to the conclusion.
Zealot.
Don't let me know. Babe, give me some to work with. Can you just reassure me? I've been it before it starts. Call it protecting my heart. Heart disguised as strength.
XG.
But it is self-sabotage my love. Self-sabotage my love. Cause of my own.
Let's do some forklifts. Xg500. Alright guys, sorry about that. I accidentally hit the wrong button, disconnected all that fun stuff, but I think that gives us a good idea of how both of these speakers sound. Now, I will tell you this, at lower volumes, they both sound really good. The Sony does seem to have a little bit more bass. Sony does good with the bass, especially particularly at the lower volumes. But it doesn't have as much bass when you get up to the higher volumes. Now, volume-wise, the Zealot is louder than the Sony by a bit. The Sony is more closer to like the JBL Boombox 2 and Earphone U-Boom X and some of those types of speakers. But it does do good for what it is. I am excited to get the new one, kind of see what that one's about. But all in all, the Sony, I've got it on Mega Bass mode. It is full firmware updated. They did firmware update it, I can't remember when it was, but it did help quite a bit with the sound and everything. But the Zealot just has really, really good highs, and it just has more detail and crispness compared to the Sony. The Sony sounds just a little bit dull at the higher volumes and everything. Like I said, at lower volumes, the Sony does sound really good and keeps up with the Zealot no problem. But once you get to the higher levels, the bass does get taken away from the Sony by quite a bit. It still does hold on to a decent amount of bass, surprisingly. But the Zealot reaches a deeper bass. It does have more sparkly highs. And the sound stage is wider. It's got bigger speakers. It's dispersed a bit better. bit wider, reaching lower in the bass, and all in all, I would say that the Zealot takes the win on this. I think the Sony is a great speaker. It is an older speaker though at this point, and like I said, I do want to get the new one. That's going to be a little bit better of a match against all of these other speakers. But I did have a special request to put these up against each other just to see how they sound. So my win, all in all, is definitely going to be the Zealot. It just has more crispness. It has more sparkly highs. And when you get to those higher volumes, that bass is pretty huge on the Zealot, and it reaches low. It actually literally probably reaches the lowest out of any of my speakers hertz-wise. It just does. I'm not sure exactly how it does it, but I do wish it had a better bass boost function, because the bass boost setting that it does have is just where it's making the mid bass and upper bass heavy instead of the low bass. So I keep it on vocal mode, and it does reach very low. It's got a great amount of bass, especially at high volumes, and I like to listen to these things loud, as you know. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll pump out a few more videos. Gonna buy a new speaker here in the next little bit. I'm leaning towards the Hopestar 880 or the new Sony Alt7. I think are the two I'm kind of leaning towards. So if you have any recommendations out of those two for me, let me know. See you on the next video.